Well, it's Uncommon Fossil, and we all are familiar with Charizard EX. It was given out on the basic Battle Pass. Very strong card. You run into lots of decks, Charizard EX decks. So just taking the attitude today, if you can't beat them, join them. So I'm playing Charizard EX, 330 HP, stage 2, right? It terastallizes, I guess, from fire to dark type, becomes grass weak, which is generally pretty good in the game. And the attack, quite nice. Burning Darkness, 2 fire energy, does 180 damage, plus 30 more for each prize card your opponent's taken. So as the game goes on, your opponent takes more prizes. The Charizard's damage just ramps up and up till basically it can one-shot most things in the game, and it's very hard to one-shot back. So it really is a nice option. And of course, the Infernal Raid ability makes it even better. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck up for up to 3 basic fire energy cards, attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. So it powers itself up, and it only needs 2, so that means you power it up, and you can attach one elsewhere. Obviously, you can power up other attackers with it. So playing the Charizard EX, 3 copies of the EX, 4 copies of the Charmander, the one from 151 with 70 HP. You get just like that 10 extra HP on it. And also the Blazing Destruction attack will have value. Sometimes for 1 fire energy, you discard a stadium in play. If your opponent has Path to the Peak down, shutting down your Pidgeot EX or your Charizard EX's ability, we can bump that stadium to use our one of our abilities the next turn. So I like that. And do play one of the stage 1. I just think that flexibility does help the deck. As I said, you can't beat them, join them while I'm playing the Charizard EX, but I still want to beat them, and therefore I'm playing a single prize grass attacker that will one-shot the Charizard EX, and this is Scovillain, 110 HP, so it's not very tanky stage 1. I'm playing a 2-2 line of this, and Super Spicy Breath for grass, colorless does 90, but if it has any fire energy attached to it, this attack does 90 more, so 180 with that, and therefore with weakness, it easily one-shots Charizard EX. So like that as an option, 2 copies of that. We have 1 basic grass in the deck and 2 reversal energies. So the reversal energy, as long as you're behind the prizes, takes care of all the energy you need, so that's nice there. But I want to be able to attack if I'm not behind in prizes with it too, so the 1 grass, and then have Charizard's EX's ability can put the 2 fire on, so it can power it up quickly even without the reversal energy. So I like this as an option in the deck. As I mentioned, I believe the description, playing a Pidgeot EX, right? Quick search ability, super, super good. In a stage 2 deck like the Charizard deck that already has Rare Candy, Pidgeot EX, super nice, right? Quick search once during your turn, you search your deck for any 1 card, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So super, super good there. So a 2-2 line, relying on Rare Candy, no stage 1 here. And then the Manaphy with the Wave Veil ability, right, to protect the bench, right, because we do have these, the basic Pokemon are low HP targets. Let me make one quick adjustment, though. I think I have... I think I want to put the 50 HP Pidgey in. I'm going to swap that out. So I'm going to make that on the fly. 60 HP, more HP, but this Pidgey has Call for Family. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, put them onto your bench. So I like this one instead. I think that Call for Family attack is worthwhile. So make that switch there quickly. All right, so the energy is playing 8 fire energy, right? You need fire, basic fires to excite with Charizard EX. As I said, 2 reversals for the Scovillain, and also 1 basic grass again for the Scovillain. So that's the energy count. And getting to the trainers, got a little mix of trainers here. A couple different supporters, 2 Magma Basin, right? Once during a turn, you may attach a fire energy from your discard pile to one of your bench fire Pokemon. Oh, and I forgot as I'm going through that, the part of why I'm playing that is I do play 1 Entei V as an alternate attacker. Just takes 2 energy. On a basic, so we don't have to evolve into it, which is nice. It does 20 plus 20 more for each bench Pokemon to play, both yours and your opponent's. So as you do the math, 220 is the max it can do. And then fleet-footed ability, if it's in the active spot, you can draw an extra card. So this is a nice attacker too. We can attack with it before the Charizard EX potentially, and therefore Magma Basin helps power that up in particular. And we want stadiums too to bump Path to the Peak because we have Charizard EX and Pidgeot EX's abilities that we really want to use. Entei's too, but that one's less critical. And then also play 1 Artazon, again, a 3rd stadium, in the deck, it gives us a greater chance of bumping path, which is good. And it is very useful. Once during your turn, you can search your deck for a basic Pokemon without a rule box, put it onto the bench. So we can't get Entei V, but we can get any of our other basic Pokemon down. Just helps set up because we need a number of basics in play. So Artazon is a very nice include in the deck. Play 2 Raihan. Really like this. We're going to get knocked out sometimes. We want to get powered up the next turn. It really does help with the Scovillain, in particular where we have to get that grass attached. So if that's in the discard, we only have 1 copy, so grass accelerate with Raihan is a nice play. And of course, you search your deck for any other 1 card. Very good indeed. We play 1 rope and 1 switch, kind of the default switching options for decks. 1 Forest Seal Stone. It's a nice option, right? We don't have a V-Star power, so we have the 1 Entei V Forest Seal Stone. Lets us search once for 1 card. Just a very nice thing once we get that set up. 1 Pal Pad, put 2 supporters from the discard pile into your deck and shuffle it. Very good there. So Pokemon Search, we play 2 Nest Ball, which of course we play at any time during the game to get 2 basics on the bench. We have 4 Battle VIP Pass because we really want to get these basics down at the start of the game. We have to evolve Charizard. We have to evolve Pidgeot EX. So Battle VIP Pass, right? You can only use it your first turn in the game, but you put 2 basics right onto your bench from your deck. So like, hitting this turn 1, very good. And then 4 Ultra Balls. We need the big evolution Pokemon and such. So Ultra Ball, really good there. Okay, so then we play 1 Professor's Research, a nice supporter there. It's obviously very situational with Rare Candy, so just 1 copy. We either draw into it. If we get lucky, we could use the Forest Seal Stone to get it, or Pidgeot EX's ability later in the game when we have a hand we don't need. Other supporters, just to finish that off, 2 Boss's Orders, obviously very good. 3 Ionos, this is the heaviest count because this is almost always a good card, so drawing into this is useful, right? Each player shuffles their hand, puts it on the bottom of their deck, draw 1 for each prize card remaining. So nice there. And then 1 Arven lets us search for an item and a tool. I'm down to only 1 tool in deck, so maybe I shouldn't play Arven. I don't know. I'm going to keep it in. Before, getting the Forest Seal Stone is very good, so it's another out to Forest Seal Stone. And of course, you search your deck for an item, which is very, very good. Those are the supporters. 1 Super Rod, put any combination of energy and or Pokemon from the discard pile into your deck. And then 4 Rare Candies, the last of the trainers, last of the cards to go over. Right? Very good. You jump right from a basic to a stage 2. And we have a bunch of stage 2s, so a really, really good card there. So that's the list. I think it is a pretty solid deck. And let's see what we can do in some gameplay. All right, let's see what happens with this game here. Sorry for a little pause at the start. Focused on other things a little bit. And yeah, hopefully we got a nice game here. Excellent. Get to go first. Pleased about that. All right, let's see. Let's focus on the game. All right. I have 2 basics. Would like the Pidgey. 2 copies of the Pidgey, 2 copies of the Capsakid, 4 of the Charmander. So that's the most likely starter here, right? So up against water, not ideal. I'll bench him, and I'm going to bench him, and I'm going to end turn. So it's not terrible. It's not good, though, right? I need, a mulligan would be good. I figure I'm going to want Manaphy onto the bench, right? They probably play Radiant Greninja. They have the ability to power up the Radiant Greninja, and it'll cause me a lot of trouble. They hit Battle VIP Pass. Obviously, I kind of need to get Battle VIP Pass. So we will see what happens. We will see. Obviously, just waiting to see what cards they select. They're just looking through their prizes probably, which is understandable. So Radiant Greninja. Okay, that... I don't know why they put Lumineon V down. I mean, they could attack with it. If they're planning on attacking with it, that's fine. But, you know, I'm not. They probably should not have played. I would have thought they probably you want to use Lumineon V's ability, right? More so than attacking. It will one-shot the Entei V, of course, if I bench him. So it's not a good game for Entei V. Oh, excuse me. Charizard EX, of course, is what I want to get. I need to get what's up to the EX. I'm not weak anymore either, so that's very good. Pokestop could play that. In fact, assuming they don't bump it, which I assume they won't, you know, because I can hit Rare Candy with that, which is good. I have Pokemon and Energy Recovery, so that's okay. So getting one attached, so then don't attack this turn. I'm not going to knock them out. Arven. All right, Arven. What do I want to do here, right? I think... All right, I'm going to Pokestop. I have options with Arven, so battle, that's not good. All right, none of that's really good. So Arven... So, I don't really want Entei V though, right? So, Rare Candy. Yeah, and no, there is no tool, right? Oh no, there is a tool. So grab this. I'm not going to bench the Entei V, right? I don't know. So, losing one of my two Pidgeys, of course, doesn't make me feel good, I will say, but that is what it is too. So 1, 2. Do I want to attach energy to the Scovillain? I'm going to hold off on that. Oh, I'm going to attach one because I selected 2. So, okay. I'll attach one there. So now I can... I might end up with the Entei on bench at some point. I'd rather not, I got to say. Now, the Chen-Pao could one-shot me. If the Chen-Pao one-shots me now, that's really bad. I need to actually take my opponent needs to take 2 prizes before I can one-shot a Chen-Pao. So it's not the easiest matchup in the world. You know, the Scovillain is the better attacker at this point because it does 180 just like the Charizard EX, but I've got to draw into my grass energy. So we'll see what happens here, right? It just puts item cards, right? So I don't get supporters, which obviously I'd love to get a supporter. So, you know, I may have to keep Pokestopping because I don't really have any other way to get cards into hand unless I get lucky in my top deck. I have a lot of cards in hand, obviously. So we'll see. If they one-shot me, I'm kind of done, is what I'd say. Kind of done. If they don't one-shot me, though, I'll have a chance. They may retreat. I wonder if they can retreat into the other Chen-Pao. That's another option. And if they can't one-shot me, they definitely might want to retreat just to kind of protect things, I think. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I don't know if they play, what is it, Skaters Park, I think. That's the stadium that puts the energies into hand when you discard, which, of course, with Excalibur is a tremendous pair. So, okay, so they're not one-shotting me. Probably they're discarding at least the 2 on Chen-Pao, I assume, unless they're going to retreat and just hide. But then, I mean, that's a risk. If they take that risk, I'd be happy, I got to say. I assume they're going to hit into me with Chen-Pao so they can finish me off next turn, and then I'll finish them off. I'm 2-shotting them. They're 2-shotting me. They have a better board state than I do. So, I mean, I think for them, trading prizes evenly with me, I mean, I go ahead and they catch up, but they're better positioned going forward. So they're going to take out the Manaphy, maybe? Yeah, taking out the Manaphy. Good idea. Now the Scovillain is above 90, right? Because obviously the Radiant Grid Ninja does 90 to 2 on the bench. So it means I probably don't want to put down... Nice thing is I had to get rid of 2 energy. That's another good thing for me because it's 70. So that's 70 instead of 60 is a plus as well. So Not liking this. I guess all right, I'm going to Pokestop. I may lose cards that I really need, though. I got another useless card for me. Lost my Grass Energy, which I don't like. But I have Raihan, and I've got Super Rod. That's okay. I mean, I don't want to get knocked out here. If they gust up my Scovillain, then I Raihan. This is not a deck with 4 Battle VIP Pass that's designed for Pokestop, right? Just in fact, each time I Pokestop twice, each time I just ended up with a Battle VIP Pass. So that was not good. My opponent, they might look. I don't know their hands, so while their board state's better than mine, their hand might not be any good. I would think, yeah. I mean, Chen Pao makes sense. I'm a bit surprised they didn't attack with Chen Pal last time. I'm sorry, I'm surprised they didn't hit into my Charizard last turn, because then they probably would be set. They would be finishing off this turn probably, right? I don't know if definitely that'd be 5. They need 6 energies in total. They had 3 in play they could have done. They would draw 2 more with Chen Pao, so they just need a third, 1 extra energy, either through drawing or something, or some recovery of some type, which there's a decent chance they would have gotten that. Yeah, see, this would have, so, but now they need 6, so what's the energy count? They have 4. They're going to one-shot me, and I'm going to kind of cry. Well, the grass is in the discard pile, right? So I can do 180. It's not a good spot, though. It's not a good spot at all. So I think I'm just going to lose here. But we will see. Okay, I lost a boss. That's good. Yeah, life is not looking good for me here. I mean, I could attach an Entei V to get Forest Seal Stone, but I mean, I could get down at, what am I going to do with Raihan? They're going to take out my active, so they're not going to have energy on the Radiant Greninja. I don't one-shot them, though. I do 180, so that's not terrible, but it's not good enough for sure. And then they're going to go at, yeah. So this is bad. I mean, that's the power of Chen Pao. Sorry. Well, no, it's fine. Chen Pao can one-shot. It has the scaling to take out the Charizard EX. It's one of the decks that can one-shot it, which makes it scary. And of course, it has the spread option and such, so it's a dangerous deck. A very dangerous deck. Obviously, I wish I had a metal attacker, but it's the Scovillain is a counter to do I? All right, I'm gonna use this. See what I got a switch. Okay, I mean, could be worse. Could be a lot better too. I mean, let's be honest. Could be a lot better. I guess the problem is that they're just gonna kind of take me out. So I guess I'll put down a Charmander. Start getting him powered up, right? Make that play. Attach here. And I'll do 180, which is not terrible. I mean, it's not good enough. Look, 180 wipes out, one-shots everything else on board, which is good. So yeah, Super Rod. So they're easy. Well, they get 2 from the deck, and then they one-shot me with their Chen Pao. 30. I can do 70. So I can finish off the Chen Pao. I'm probably going to lose the following turn. We'll see what happens here, right? See what happens. So getting down a second back Excalibur just for protection. Actually, no. They win this. No, they don't. Well, Radiant Greninja, they could attack with Radiant Greninja. That's still a possibility, right? So Iono. That's okay. It's not the greatest hand, so I guess they're not planning on using Radiant Greninja. It seems like. So I guess a Magma Basin. I guess it's not a good feeling, right? Not a good feeling at all. So Palkia is obviously nice. And I'm gonna have to play Entei down, I think, and it may just cost me the game. So they just discard 2 energy there. I might be able to finish off the Chen Pao this turn. The problem is I kind of need, well, maybe. All right, so which way are they going to go here? So they can attack with either. Right, they can attack with Radiant Greninja and take out my Charmander, which is probably their better play, I think. I think because I honestly, I'd rather them take out the Scovillain, which is Scovillain. Sorry, because I have the potential. I'm gonna have to Iono. At this point, I'm gonna play Magma Basin in Iono. I'm pretty sure. We'll see what happens. Right at this point, they might not be able to one-shot. The Char. We'll see what happens here. Okay, so not. All right, if I hit, what's the energy for? All right, I'm going to use the stadium. Because if I hit Rare Candy, I can evolve. That could be bad, though, right? So do I want to Pal Pad something back? No, I don't want to Pal Pad anything back. All right, so let me do this. Let me get something else down for next turn, right? Let me get down another Charmander. I mean, yeah, that's the play. Make this the play. I need to get lucky here. Okay, well, that's not terrible, right? I don't know if I'm going to have energy, though. Am I going to have enough energy to attack with? I don't know. But if I don't make this play, I get knocked out. So I have to do this. Hopefully I have, okay, 2 energies. That's good. Do I attach energy? I attach them both probably. I don't think I want to use Magma Basin. I don't think. I could to power him up though, right? Maybe I do. I'm going to use it. I think the extra damage at this point doesn't matter, right? They one-shot me easily. So I've got a chance, right? This is where the tankiness of Charizard starts to come through. Now they have Palkia, which obviously floods the board. That gets them 3 extra energies into play. So we'll see what happens here. See what happens here. Yeah. So I could rope to force them to switch. So they have the energy on Radiant Greninja. I'm guessing they want to retreat into the. Okay, well that's good. That's very good. So. Okay, so I have options here, right? So I'm going to rope, see what they do. Right, they've got to set up a Excalibur, basically, is what they have to do. But that takes 2 energy to retreat. So they just threw the game there. So that's a huge misplay because that cost them game. Because I one-shot them, and I don't, so a misplay. So look, I don't know. That's 2 games where my opponents both made, significant misplays. The one they attached more energy to Radiant Charizard than was necessary. This game, they sent up the wrong Pokemon. I played rope, and they sent up a Pokemon that I could one-shot, and I had the ability to retreat. So, don't love ending the video there, but I think I'm going to need to call it a day for this video. Look, the Charizard EX is good. It's very good. when you get the Pidgeot EX in it, obviously set up. It's very nice. This last game I didn't, the first game I did, so that, you can still navigate around it. Entei V is a good option with the Forest Seal Stone. And then I really do like having the Scovillain. 110 HP is not huge, but it's out of Radiant Greninja's one-shotting, which is important for like that last matchup. And then, of course, Super Spicy Breath does one-shot in the mirror match. So I like it as an option. I think it's a pretty fun deck. Don't be afraid to play Charizard EX. It's very good, but do consider a grass tech in it. And I think the Scovillain villain is a very nice option. Take care.